Take 3. Scene 2. So, as above, so below. So there was totally more to this. You gotta remember to take breaks, right? I guess, because you gotta come back to things. But so, as above, so below. Back to the point of this whole thing. Well, I guess part of it. Just getting some really cool revelations that I had, but they're also really painful. Most painful things I've had to think about ever. Just so, yeah. After my second wife came along, and I loved my first wife, but I don't think I've ever connected with anybody the way I connected with that woman. I don't know. I don't want to give any names, but so by the end of it, I was so strung out on pills and shit. I had wrecked my back. Addiction that grew out of that destroyed my first marriage. I didn't heal all the way from the addiction in between, nor was I healed when I was given time to heal in between. Not a lot, but if actually, you know what? If I'd have done the work, and I'd have left, because obviously we weren't good for each other. If I'd have just read the signs, like a flippin', I seen them, and I ignored them. But if I would have read the signs and acknowledged them, I would have taken the time to heal. And I wouldn't have had back pain anymore. I wouldn't have been strung out on drugs. And by the time I did meet her, I had the time to heal in between, is what I'm trying to say. If I would have gave myself the time, if I would have actually said, okay, one of those days, and actually just done the work, it wouldn't have turned out the way it did. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very unfortunate when you see your mistakes and you see how you went wrong. But I guess it's a really amazing day because you'll never make that mistake again. But, so nor was I healed when she came along. And so my downward spiral just continued. Started growing pot, and all that did was just give me the resources to further fund my addictions. And further destroyed those around me. And it's sad too, because those around me were my children and my spouse. And of course there's always a million friends, I swear. It sucks being a magnet. And just the more fucking damage. It's also a great blessing to be a magnet, though. You can do a lot of great work for the kingdom. And grow peace, harmony, and love in this world, too. So you gotta be in a place within yourself where you can do that, though. There's no room in the healing world for unhealed healers. We do more damage trying to heal others when we're not healed. And what we do is we re-break ourselves when we try and help others heal when we're not healed. we just break ourselves again, because that's the karma of it. So, yeah, so I'm so strung out in my addictions. She probably just needed flipping time to get away, too. So, she obviously, it's not obvious now, so hold on, let me state it first. Jesus. It's obvious to us now, okay, but it's not obvious to anybody else if we put this out, so slow your roll just a bit, please. So, so in my addictions and straight blindness. Alright, yeah, that's where we're at. Thank you. Yeah. Alright. So, it was March. It was right before her birthday. We needed to renew our marijuana cards so we could continue to possess marijuana legally in the state of Arizona. So, I don't know why she chose Good Friday, though, but I don't know, man. I was always really concerned about our public image, which, God, if I actually would have had my eyes open and being concerned about those things, then I would have known that my image was shit anyways, so what was the point? You know what I mean? So, yeah, anyways, yeah. So, Good Friday, we had plans for, to meet at the church. And we had already made the commitment. So, of course, no, I don't want to be late even, let alone not show up. Let alone not even call that we didn't even make it, that we weren't going to make it. On Good Friday, of all days, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I don't know. I was so fucking pissed off. I don't even know why I was pissed off. It's another flipping day. It's retarded. Sorry, that's a really bad word to use. So, yeah. Sorry, back in the day, see, I grew up in a generation where we used that word, and we weren't talking about like this, like, I guess we are talking about the state of being, the state of being, but you know how we, just that political correctness, but we weren't talking about it like that, like people, like losers actually pointing and laughing and stuff, like being, totally out of, yeah, we won't even go there, like, but you know what I mean, right? So, yeah, please don't take it that way. So, yeah, I, am, like, mostly made of Neanderthal genes or something. Yeah, and, now I'm a thinker, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I was much of a thinker then. No. So, yeah, she decided she was going to go and renew her card. I'm sure she was just fed up with my shit and, that of our 4 kids that, were constantly driving every parent nuts, like every set of 4 children in a home does, just period, bottom line. It happens, Man. And I obviously was so blinded I couldn't see beyond that. And, yeah, so like, it's a small betrayal. But because I wasn't healed from all the other betrayal in my life, from childhood to a friend dying to a failed marriage with a narcissist, and then my failures in the present relationship because I wasn't healed, my failures in my career life that totally contributed to that. You know what I mean? To the unhealed depression and anxiety within me. First of all, with these unhealed things, I had no business creating 3 little vessels with my first wife, because now they have to solve those problems too. And it's my responsibility as their parent to help them solve those problems. It is my karma, if you would say. So, I didn't take the time to heal. I see that's a lot of the problem with the state of the world, is we don't take time to heal. But, so anyways, so I'll finish the story. It's horrifying at the end. I really don't want to get to it, but I think I'm supposed to. So, yeah, so anyways, God, I know where I'm at, but I was on a lot of drugs and shit back then, and I'm just trying to remember how exactly in order that it happened. And I'm sure it's probably not even correct. Nothing's in order in my mind. Everything's so fragmented. So all the drugs and alcohol worked, I guess. So everything's so fragmented, we can't, you can't remember in order. But you remember the events. Nothing, trauma doesn't go away. That shit. There's things called DNA memory. Your memories live inside you. Your memories are a part of you. Not just a part of your mind, but a part of you as a being. Your soul body, your cellularly, your experience is ingrained within your very DNA, within your very being, not just your body. On a soul level, your very being, your essence, is your experience. So, what happened was, so, this gets me thinking. So, so my kids went to their grandma's for the weekend. And as best as I could remember, I continued my temper tantrum. All through the weekend. And it ended with us having this argument. I don't know, I'd never let her walk away having an argument. Never wanted to let her walk away, ever. I never wanted her to walk away. Fuck, I still don't want her to walk away, but So I picked a fight. I picked a bunch of fights. I guess until I got what I wanted, I guess. I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. So I was gonna go shooting. I was waiting for her to get home. I didn't want to just leave the kids and just go, which, shit, they were there with a flipping drug addict so high they were probably more in control of what was going on than I was. So, yeah, the gun was loaded. I never put my finger on the trigger or anything, but I had my gun out and I waved it in her damn face. For a minute. Now I realized what I was doing. She had blocked the door to stop me from leaving. To sort it out with me. She wasn't going to let me walk away. She was going to do the same thing I do for her. Even after all that. But because I didn't know how to deal with my emotions, I didn't know how to sit with them and actually sort them out with the other person. Because lack of healing, obviously, whole runner-chaser dynamic, all your life, that's all you know. So you expect somebody else to play it with you, and, somebody else won't always play. Every now and again you meet somebody who doesn't play the games, and they just want to love you, and you do everything but let them. You can't even help yourself. It's horrifying to be along for the ride and not know it. And then find out later that that's pretty much exactly what it was. So yeah, like I terrorized this woman, basically, just emotionally just destroyed this woman. So I bailed afterward. I stayed at a friend's house I'd trade pills with. Wasn't even a friend, just an associate, basically. Shit, ain't nobody friends then. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd caught a DUI a couple of weeks later. Probably a week later, not even a week, probably. It was probably the same damn week. I just can't remember. And, they let me back out, but I ended up in prison. Like, yeah, I was sent to prison for that. It was a flippin' DUI. It was nothing. Nobody gets sent to prison for their second DUI. Didn't hit anybody, didn't hurt nobody, didn't kill nobody, but yeah, yeah, that was the spiritual playing out the physical. But also, that was also the beginning of my spiritual prison sentence, though. Like, there's a part of me that's been locked down in darker, lesser, lower realms as a punishment for my karma. I'm not even joking. I'd like to say that the part's been recently returned to me, but I would say I don't know if it was fully ever returned. I don't think anything ever comes back the same. But so I went to prison for 4 months. You know, it's not easy being light in the world, man. Like, even going to prison didn't destroy me. I was still a ray of sunshine, bopping around, flipping halls and cells and in and out of shit. I was on a 2-yard. It was a DUI yard. It was a cakewalk. But not for other people, because other people are hurting more than I am. And other people don't have the internal skills to cope with it that I do, I guess. They're not such rays of sunshine. People don't like seeing other people happy when they are flipping in despair. There's a certain contempt for that person that comes about within those people that we want to take that from that person, and they. So in prison I was jumped by like 5 flipping huge ass fucking dudes. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm shit. Even on my fat days, man, I never weighed more than, well, okay, I did get up to 228, but God, I just couldn't take it. I just knew it was like killing me, man. It was like, man, I was going up and down so many stairs. It was like carrying extra bowling balls with me, plus the stuff in my arms. No. So, like, I've always maintained like a weight of like 150 pounds, probably because of my addictions too. But so that has some. I don't know that I don't know. They tell me it has something to do with why I closed up, why I stopped shining my light to begin with in the first place. So it was post that, I guess. Yeah, when I got out of prison, I guess. Yeah. Even then, I just wanted to just keep my head down and just, I'll play the game. Yeah, let's do the whole corporate thing, and we'll get a boss, and we'll just work for somebody, and we'll just call it good, and all of our stuff will be taken care of. God will take care of everything like He normally does, no problem, and He does. He totally does, and He did. I played that whole corporate thing for a while, for a long time. And, yeah. Security and stability is a nice thing. But if it's not you, then you're selling your soul. You have a destiny within what makes your heart sing. And if other people can't get it, you're still supposed to go get it. Just because those that came before you couldn't get it the way you're trying to get it doesn't mean that that's not the way you're supposed to get it. That's what I'm told. I don't know. It doesn't feel very good, because I'll tell you what, it brings a lot of adversity. There's a lot of strife. But, yeah. So, yeah, I went to both spiritual jail and physical jail. And I think my spiritual, my punishment was having my mental capabilities restricted. And then came a lot of other restrictions that went with it. But this is just to go to say that, your punishment doesn't just happen here. What you do here reflects there. And what you do there reflects here as well. In like kind. So stop destroying yourself. Stop destroying those around you. Heal. Take the time to heal yourself so that you're the best person you can be for those people that you're so desperately trying to love. Love yourself first. And then take a look at the love that you find that you can then give to them. I know if you're looking at it now and you haven't started it, you can't see that love that comes out of saying, you know what, I need a break from all this and I need to heal. I know you can't see the love now if you're just starting it, but it's indescribable. And I know I'm not even where I want to be. And you know what? I'm going from memory. But still, nonetheless, time is fluid. Thank God time is fluid. But, yeah. So, well, alright, I'll just say it then. Oh no, I guess I'm supposed to say this. So, you're never gonna lose anything. I thought it was just for me. That's nice, but okay. You're never gonna lose anything that's yours. If it's yours, it belongs to you, and it's wrong for even anyone else to even covet it. It's wrong for them to even desire it. It's wrong for you to even desire something that doesn't belong to your divine you, to you. If it doesn't belong to you or your shadow, you're not supposed to want for it. It's actually, we bring karma on ourselves for lusting after our neighbor's wife or whatever, I don't, she's like, I don't know, I'd flip it, I'd cut myself off from the world for the most part. I'd do some things to keep myself in the world to stay going, but that's about it. Like, I don't know, I'm more part of the world than I'm even giving myself credit for, but no, boundaries. But I'll tell you what, it's worth it. I know it doesn't sound like it in my voice right now, I'm just having a hard night, but having to have a hard conversation with my other me. And the content of the conversation was this. I'm just trying to unpack it all for you guys. It happens in like an instant. It's putting words to feelings. Putting words to visions. Whispers. But it's nice to have that ability back. When you use your gifts for things that are not healthy. When you use your gifts for things that you know are wrong. When you abuse your power you will be stripped of said power. You will be stripped of it all, of everything you have. Hezekiah? When Jerusalem was ripped from their hands, and they were drawn off into slavery, into bondage, into Babylon. Ouch. They went into, that's spiritual prison. And, yeah. It happened in the physical, too. And I'll tell you what, those people were eating their kids. They were starving. You cook your kid today and we'll eat it. And I'll cook my kid tomorrow and we'll eat it tomorrow. And then these people are fighting over, well, I don't want to cook my kid. Thanks for cooking yours, though. You know what I mean? You know, like having those kind of squabbles, you know, like these were horrifying times we're talking about. They went into damnation, like judgment and on the earth. And, you know, like, but it's a personal thing. This happens personally, not just togetherly. It happens on a collective level too, energetically, but it happens personally, individually. Judgment comes to us all. You guys have no idea the things that we do here, how they echo in places we don't even understand. I don't know how any other way to tell you people. I don't know if I know a more compassionate way to say it or to show it. But you better figure it out. All of us better. Because the choices we make here echo into a world we really don't understand. And those that do don't speak about it very often. Thank God we live in the age that we do. A lot of people have been killed for speaking about the things that are just freely floating around in the airways. A lot of people have been killed to get a hold of that knowledge. Just for possessing it even. And here it is at our fingertips. And nobody gives a shit. People fought and died to find this information and never found it. Lived their whole lives looking for it. And never found it. And it's at our fingertips. In our faces. In our airways. All day long. And we know not what it is. It's an atrocity to our ancestors. It's a slap in their face for those who sought for it. And it's in their descendants' face and they don't even care. We destroy ourselves for lack of knowledge, for ignorance, because it's bliss. Yeah, well, eternities in the pit with the beast are not bliss. Having your power taken from you and having to live through it dependent on everybody around you. Nothing you try to manifest work out. You'll get, oh my God, I can't tell you how many times I'd have everything to the point where it was about to yield its harvest. Where everything was going good. I'd get it built up. Everything was just about to pay its return. Everything that got paid in was about to be paid back and then some. Everything's about to be great. Can't tell you how many times I got to that and it was ripped from my hands. And there was nothing I could do but cry. Just walking away. I stopped crying literally. I just gave up like, I don't know if my heart can rip again for anything, so you become a self-saboteur. That's where self-sabotage comes in. You just destroy it because you defeat it already. Why go fight this battle? Fuck, the war's already lost. Alright, I'll get up and go fight. I need to make some money anyways. I have a few things I want. And then, yeah, it's starting to get a little shitty. I don't know if I want to keep fighting this fight and then just go off, you know what I mean? Like, I see the cycle. I see it now. But that's literally what people do. That's what we do in life, all through life. We live on the old, yep. It's what life becomes. It's what it is. Living in despair. You guys have no idea the things we take for granted. If it doesn't make your heart sing, you shouldn't do it. I'll tell you that right now. But you better think about long and hard what makes your heart sing. What is the content of it? Excuse me. Because that's what defines you. Your character. It's what defines the soul. The experiences you chose to be a part of in this world. Ouch. Shit, I'll tell you what, I've lived a sad undershot of what I should be doing, what I should be experiencing, the people I should have surrounded myself with. But I guess if they say that it's if you attract what you are, all you seem to attract is broken people, well, then you must be broken. It's just all there is to it. All I'm trying to say is, bottom line, every word, every action has a consequence. Every inaction, every lack of word has a consequence. And by God, we pay it every day. We know it not. Seriously, we have no idea. If everybody else has known what I now know, then what the hell is going on in this world? But I don't care. I don't even care about the state of the world. You know what? God's in control, and I don't give a shit because God's in control. God wants me to do something, and he'll freaking make it to where I'm doing something about it. I don't know. I'm not going to go and jump up and start feeding the homeless or anything anymore. Why? I'm not going to jump up to go run and give my hard-earned energy out of my pocket to somebody who won't get up and go do it for themselves, right? That seems to ring true in my own life, too. Other people shouldn't run and jump up to help me if I won't help myself. That's the honest to God truth. Ouch. But I see I can do better here. I just know others that aren't even trying to do for themselves. And I don't even want to imagine what judgment. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not even going to think about that. We're going to move on. It has nothing to do with me. Thank you. So, God, I don't know how else to. I'm sure there's so many more experiences that I had where you were just trying to get my attention. Yeah, I guess we'll end it there. Yeah, bottom line is, I think they're trying to get across that our actions, our very words, have consequences beyond what we could even imagine here. And we need to be conscious of every word, not just every action. I get it, though. I like to have a good time, too. Trust me, I get it. But I don't think you guys get the price that we pay for that good time. We could live forever here. We don't have to die. But because of our choices that we make, yeah, we'll put it that way, we choose to die. That gratification. I don't even know if I want to get into what the orgasm is and the effect it has on the soul, and I don't know if I want to get into that right now. Is that even relevant for this video right now, for this purpose? Just go kick back. So, okay, so that's it. Just seriously, think before you speak. Think before you act. And don't forget to frickin' act or speak in time. Love and light.